Okay, so this is some of my own fabric scraps I had left, enough to do something with it, maybe a shirt. More Mariner cloth. I love this. It's pre-washed. I pre-washed everything, luckily, because we can't do any laundry while we're here, unless we make an appointment or something. This is interfacing, like the woven kind. And then this is my roll of fabrics to color block. I have, this is just like a cotton, I think like a quilting cotton. Some linen cotton blend. Robert Kaufman, that's from Three Little Birds, as well as all the Mariner cloth. Some linen cotton, more linen cotton. One of my prints, this is on the petal cotton, which is a quilting cotton, but it's a pretty thick, like substantial quilting cotton. I like using this for like button-up shirts. And then one more of my prints, and this is the cotton sateen, so I'm going to show you the difference. So it's all wrinkly because it's been in the suitcase, but you can see there's like a sheen to it. This is like similar to a very, very high quality, nice like sheet or duvet kind of fabric, versus this, which is, you know, doesn't have the sheen, and it's just like a duller, but, you know, nice for other things. Anyways, I like using this. I mean, you can use them kind of for the same things, but I like using this for dresses because it feels, when it's not wrinkly, it feels a little bit more elevated, I guess. And I like this, like I said, for like button-up shirts, and it's good for dresses too. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good for dresses as well. And I also used it to make the Zadie jumpsuit. Not this print, but this kind of fabric. So those are the fabrics I brought. My to-go box, and this is a kit I've never used, but I was like, well, now's the time to use it. But I'm bringing some snips, stitch ripper, marking pen, replacement needles for the machine, a couple of my labels. These are some of the buttons that I made. I'm gonna make some more on the road, or like while we're at people's houses before we go. A walking foot, a zipper foot. I don't know if they're in the machine or not. My pattern weights, some new scissors, a magnet with pins, a seam gauge, hand sewing needles. So that's what's in my to-go kit I just made. Actually I need to put some spools of thread, duh. Over here I brought a bunch of yarn and some needles. I just put it all in a bag. I finished one project while I was on this trip before we got to Japan. I was traveling around to visit family, and I wasn't sure what I was gonna finish. And then I brought extra yarn for the next project, which I already started yesterday. But I want to do some color blocking, so that's why I brought all these different colors. And I wasn't sure what colors. The main sweater is this bright yellow, so I'm gonna do some color blocking on that. And then I brought my tripod. I know I showed this already, but here's all my art supplies. So I have my gouache, my watercolor, some white paint. Oh, here's some knitting needles. These are pencils. And then I brought this book on making handmade plants, handmade house plants. And I have the floral tape and the floral wire, and I plan to make myself some plants. And then over here is my stack of like my ruler, my measurements to make my pants. And then I brought this pattern. These, I have made this already, but I want to make maybe a short sleeve version. These pants, which I haven't made. I also don't know if I really want to do it in any of the fabrics I brought. Maybe the gray fabric, I don't know. This is a pattern. This is the Ragnfrid, I don't know, by Junie design. I want to make a shirt, I think. The Republic du Chiffon 4 blouse, 4A or something. This, which I've made already, but I've never made the dress, only a shirt. Oh, here's my pad of watercolor paper. The Adeline wrap dress from Forget Me Not Patterns. I love that. My favorite simple top stitch essential tee. This pattern, which I designed myself. The Fiber Mood Norma shirt. The True Bias Yari jumpsuit. And the Fiber Mood Mindy, even though I've made a million of them. I just love my Mindy Moo-Moos. So besides my embroidery floss, I didn't bring an embroidery hoop. That wasn't smart. Buttons, let's see what buttons I brought. I think these are just like childish kind of buttons, but I thought if I did the back side, they're kind of better. I don't know, I don't really like that on there. Some of them are different. I think some of them are solid. Yeah, some of them are solid. Anyway, I brought those. I've never used them before, but I thought maybe they'd be cute on something. So I have this kit. And then I went to Fine Fabrics in Atlanta when I was visiting family. I got this elastic. It's like really thick elastic. I'm not sure what to do with it exactly. Maybe it's good for underwear, not underwear, like a bra strap. I don't really wear tank tops, so I don't know, but it was nice, so I bought it. And then I was getting supplies for making bras and underwear, and this looked good to me, so I bought that. And some fold over elastic. And this, even though it's cream, it was the nicest quality of all of the fold over elastics that they had. So I chose this one. And then I got some satin elastic, and I wish they had a wider width. This is all they had, but yeah, I got that. And here's some underwear elastic because I'm gonna make my daughter some period panties to get ready for that possibility of happening in the next year or two. Some 2-inch wide elastic, some very unexciting white zippers. I have this on a shirt that I made a while ago. It's a lilac shirt, and this was like the trim, and I loved it so much, and I was so sad it was all gone. So I bought a bunch more. I got some bra clasp things for the bra straps. These, they have like at Fine Fabrics, they have all these packets of like jeans button things, and they, most of them say JCPenney on them, so I guess they're from JCPenney, but I thought those were kind of cute. And then this for a bra, I wish it was white. They had no white ones, so I just got a black. I don't really see myself doing that, but then I used a bunch of these last year when I made fanny packs, and I don't have any more, so I wanted to get some more. So, and this is kind of old lady looking to me, but it has some nice power mesh, and this is a really thick, nice like satin stretch fabric. So I thought it would make a nice bra. So I got that. I just might not use this part of it. And then this is all from Fine Fabrics. This is some just super power mesh. Like, this is the thickest power mesh I've ever seen, ever felt. And then I found these collars. I have a bunch of vintage collars, but I'm a sucker for them. So they were 99 cents each, I guess. Not all of them, but you can see like that. And then these are my favorite, and these were only 50 cents each. I thought these were really pretty.
The boat is over right there. See?
And I was thinking I would do something where
Probably like this.
I like layer them. Oop.
How do we do that? I don't know.
I don't know exactly.
I need to go to the bathroom. You can go beat a massa or do anything. You want find something secret or something.
And then, oh, I got 2 sets of these because I love them. And then these are really pretty. And then these little ones, they kind of look like probably for little kids, but I, again, want to layer and do something with all these, so. And then I got these big ones because I also have been wanting to do some giant, I love collars, I always have, probably from what the dresses my mom wore in the 90s and that I wore. This combo is probably not my favorite. I was gonna paint on it or dye it or something, but I also wanted to just trace this off because it's like the right size. I'll probably do one of those like kind of longer, pointier ones that are in style right now. But yeah, so. And then the last thing I brought besides I brought my kids' sewing machine, not my beautiful Bernina, but I brought my fashion design book so I can work on that. And I also brought paper, some like medical tracing paper stuff, which is what I use to make my patterns with, so. And all my paintbrushes to keep my paintbrushes. I didn't want to bring my whole brush roll, so I just brought a few and I wrapped them in felt. So there you go. And this is our entertainment system here in the hotel room, and this is how I organized it. So I have my fabric, my patterns, my kids' sewing machine, which I'm using. The foot is back there. My sewing supplies, buttons, thread, embroidery, the collars, and I put all of those things back in this bag from the store. My tripod, all my sewing tools and stuff, embroidery floss, art supplies, the plant book, knitting, and the plant supplies. So here is my portable office. Pretty nice. It kind of makes me wish that I didn't have so much crap normally. I just could be pared down to a small amount, except for I wish I had my real machine. My Bernina. Okay, for the trip we brought, each kid had a backpack. We left our house a month before we left for Japan, so they had to use this backpack on all our trips as well. And in each backpack, I had the kids pack them themselves. They brought like maybe some stuffed animals, some, you know, smaller toys, and then they each had to bring a book or two to read because I wanted to have implemented reading time. They brought some craft supplies. Nothing really to do on the airplane because we brought electronics for them to do on the airplane, because realistically, I've noticed that my kids don't play with toys very long on the airplane. For my toddler, we got some of these transformers, or like, you can transform them very easily. He can, I don't really know here with one hand. We brought some transformers. This was more for when we got here, but a Nerf gun, magnetile, magformers, some crayons, a book, stickers, and another book. And this was really, like, I did not pack this for the plane. I packed this for when we got here to this hotel, for him to play with. He has not really played that much with it because he doesn't really play with toys. But my other kids have played with their things. Now, we each had them bring a small suitcase. They're all being stored in this closet right now while we're in the hotel, but about this size, a little bit bigger. This is my toddler one. My bigger kids had like a more adult, like carry-on size. They did not carry them on because we didn't have to do that, but they had carry-on size. That way they could each roll their own suitcase. But I had them bring like 7 shirts, 7 bottoms, a swimsuit, socks, and underwear. And that's it. They had one pair of pants, one long sleeve thing, because we moved in the summer. And then we ended up needing something warmer for each kid. We had to go buy stuff. I wish we'd had them bring like each a sweatshirt or like a zip up. The airplane and shuttles were really cold.